Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show us some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. All 2022 releases, got a nice little stack to go through here, and this first band is one that I definitely think the opinions on them are very split. There's no consensus on this band that I've been able to see. They're one of those bands that you either love them or you hate them. When I first heard them, I was just kind of, but the more I listened to the album on Bandcamp before the physical release came out, I was really getting into it. And so when it came out, I picked up a copy. And that is the debut full length from the band Bloodywood entitled Rock Shock. And I absolutely love that cover. I would definitely get a shirt with that. And sorry, I'm trying to fight the glare here. For some reason, I'm getting a lot of glare today, even though it's a dark and rainy day. I don't understand that. But yeah, Bloodywood, they are a new metal band with some kind of traditional Indian folk elements thrown in out of New Delhi, India. Been around since 2016. This is their debut full-length album put out independently by the band. The title actually means protector in Hindi, which is really cool. And these guys actually started out as a band that was doing like metal parodies of pop songs, and then they finally decided to write their own original material. I know the song Dana Dan has been played a lot on Liquid Metal. And yeah, really good album overall, I think. I mean, there's definitely a couple of cringe moments, mainly from the guy that does the more rap styled vocals. But other than that, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Next up, Cage Fight with their self-titled. And if you're not familiar with Cage Fight, they are a hardcore / thrash metal band out of London, England. Been around since just last year in 2021. Again, a debut full-length album here put out by Spine Farm and Candlelight Records. Listened to this a couple of times, and this is just so good. I really dig this album. So if you love thrashy style hardcore, go check this band out. Next up, Artificial Brain with their self-titled. Now, if you're not familiar with Artificial Brain, they are a technical, progressive death metal band out of Long Island, New York. Been around since 2011. This is their third full-length album overall. Recently put out by Profound Lore Records, and is actually their first album in 5 years. I really got into the single that they put out for this, so really anxious to check out the rest of it. I have not had a chance yet to spin this one, but Artificial Brain has yet to really disappoint. Next up, we have Ibaraki with Rashomon. Again, some really cool artwork there. Logo, not so much, but I definitely like the little samurai there. But yeah, Ibaraki, extreme progressive metalcore band out of Orlando, Florida. Been around since just last year in 2021. A project of Matt Heafy from Trivium, who handles the vocals and guitars on here. But he has a plethora of guest musicians on here, including Isan of Emperor, who was actually the main one that I remember reading about that was working with him in this project. But you also have Nergal making an appearance on here as well. And all the songs on this release actually deal with Japanese legends, which is really cool because I've always been fascinated by Japanese culture and folklore, in addition to, of course, Norse mythology and things like that. But yeah, really interesting album. I've only spun it a couple times, but definitely an interesting listen. So yeah, if you like what Matt has done with Trivium and his other stuff, then yeah, go check this out. Next up, Disfuneral with Blood Red Tentacle. Now, if you're not familiar with Disfuneral, they are a death metal band from France, been around since 2015. This is their debut full-length album put out by Redefining Darkness Records, who also put out their previous self-titled EP, limited to 100 copies. And yeah, listen to this a handful of times. Really solid death metal album. I've actually been planning on doing a review for this. I've had a promo for it, and it's just, I've not gotten around to actually doing the review, but I will be doing a review for this here at some point. Now, this one I did do a review for, so if you want my full thoughts on it, go check it out. This is Sentient Horror with Rites of Gore. Now, if you're not familiar with Sentient Horror, they are a death metal band from Stockholm, New Jersey. Been around since 2016. This is their third full-length album. Again, put out by Redefining Darkness Records, limited to 500 copies. And yeah, definitely one of the best death metal albums of this year. I would highly recommend checking this out. And as I said, go check out my review for my full thoughts on it. Next up, Coagulate with Rehearsal Demo 2022. Of course, Coagulate, death metal band out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, been around since 2017, and this is essentially what the title says, a 2-song rehearsal demo that they put out to kind of tide us over until they release their next, whether it be a full length or an EP, I don't know, but yeah, pretty cool stuff to listen to. I mean, very raw, obviously, because it is a demo, and yeah, put out by Sewer Rot Records. I am anxiously waiting some more Coagulate material, though, but yeah, this will hold us over for a while. Next up, I did a review of the single off of this. This is the brand new one from Misery Index entitled Complete Control. And if you're not familiar with Misery Index, they are a death metal / grindcore band out of Baltimore, Maryland. Been around since 2001, featuring Jason Netherton, formerly of Dying Fetus. This is their 7th full-length album overall, put out by Century Media Records. I've only gotten to spin this a couple of times now, and I thought the single was killer, and the rest of this album just follows suit. Absolutely awesome album, in my opinion. Go check it out. Alrighty, and then last, but most certainly not least, we have the brand new split album between Blood and Nunslaughter. Now, if you're not familiar with Nunslaughter, they are a death metal band out of the Cleveland, Ohio area. Been around since 1987. Legendary death metal band, and of course, their side of this split, absolutely awesome. And yeah, this did come out on Hell's Headbangers, if I forgot to mention it. Now, Blood I have heard of, but I have never actually heard their material. They are a death metal / grindcore band from Germany, been around since 1986, so just a little bit longer than Nunslaughter, but I was really impressed with their stuff on here. I am definitely going to be checking out some more from Blood. Awesome split. Love the cover art. But yeah, go check this out, because, I mean, Nunslaughter rules. I am definitely becoming a fan of Blood. All right, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.